Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. It feels so weird to say that, but I know it's been a while. It's been a month since I've sat down and I filmed, and there's a reason behind that. I wanted to do this video kind of just not so much of a get ready with me, not so much focusing on the makeup, more like of a quick little update, and throughout the video I will explain why I haven't filmed, why I haven't uploaded and all that stuff. Because I know some of you are probably wondering, like, okay, she just, like, fell off the face of the earth. But I'm okay. Everything's good. But, yeah, so this is going to be mainly, like, I already forgot how to talk to you guys. So this is mainly going to be just a kind of quick little update of what's been going on and why I haven't filmed. So if you guys want to know what's been going on and why I haven't been filming and uploading to my YouTube channel, then just feel free and keep on watching. But before you go ahead and you continue watching, make sure to like my YouTube channel, this video I should say. Subscribe to my YouTube channel if you guys aren't already, and make sure to turn your post notifications on so you guys are notified every single time I upload a new video. So let's just get right on into the video. Okay, so I went ahead and I did my brows already off of camera. I'm just gonna kind of if I kind of run out of things like to talk about, then I'm just gonna kind of explain what I'm doing. But for the most part, right now I'm just using this No Problem primer. It's the one that came in the BoxyCharm. I absolutely love this primer. But anyways, moving on. So as you guys knew, if you guys didn't know, I did recently start working at a new job. If you guys didn't know, last year I used to work at JCPenney salon, and I was there for about a year. In November I decided to quit. So my birthday is November 3rd, so I decided to quit a little bit after my birthday. I let like my birthday and all that pass. So I ended up quitting a little bit after my birthday. I ended up applying it to this spot by my house that's way closer that my mom recommended me, because they had went to her school to do like a career day kind of thing. So they went to her school. She told me to go ahead and apply, so I did. The one that my mom told me, I personally took my resume like just when I went in there. She looked at it, and she was supposed to interview me right then and there, but the girl that took my interview, she didn't tell me that, so she was like kind of mad about that because she wanted to interview me right then and there. Anyways, moving forward, that same night that I turned in my resume, like 4 or 5 maybe. That same day, she calls me, the manager calls me like at 8 o'clock. And then she's like, oh, like, you know, like I was going to interview you when you were done filling out your application, but so-and-so, you know, like didn't tell you. And I was like, oh no, like it's okay. Like I didn't even know that you had wanted to interview me. So I ended up going, I think the next day actually. I think so. I had went the next day to the interview, but I had went to another location, which was, I'm kind of in between two of the locations. So I had went to another location that she had sent me to. So when I went to that location, there was another manager there, and it was so scary because the manager was there to that location, the area manager was there, and the owners were there, and the general manager was there. So I was like freaking out because all of them were there, and they're like the big bosses, you know. So I was like scared, but I was like, no, like if I pass this interview, like that's how you know I'm good, because they're there, you know. So whatever. So I ended up interviewing, whatever. They asked me questions, yada yada. And then I was thinking, you know, like she's gonna be like, okay, like thank you, you know, like we'll call you back, da da da. But no, she tells me like, okay, like you got the job. Like we don't really ever do this, like hire on the spot, but we really liked you. We liked your personality, you know, like obviously you still need practice in some areas, which I understood. And then after that, so I had started working. I was doing my training. And what I like about this place is they train you so much to make sure like you're ready to be out on the floor, which I love, because there's some places like my other job where they tell me I'm going to get training and I don't. Like they just threw me out on the floor and they just asked me what I could and couldn't do, and then that was pretty much it. And then like what I didn't know how to do, I didn't have to do. Whereas here you have to do like haircuts, you have to. So after that, I did the training, whatever. I took like a month of training, and then I finally went on the floor. When I had first started, and I think it's like that with any job, in my personal experience and opinion is when you start off like any job, they kind of give you less hours. So that's kind of how it was. I was getting like 25 hours, maybe even more sometimes. And when I was working there, since I've been there, I think there was 7 girls. 1, 2. I think there was like 6 or 7 girls, including myself. So it was they were short staffed, right? And I think that's why I was getting less hours, because I wasn't able to be out on the floor yet. So what was the point of giving me all these hours if I wasn't gonna be cutting hair? So once I started kind of getting better and I was advancing, I started noticing she was giving me more hours. So I was like, cool. I was getting like 35, almost 40 sometimes. And then, but I still had my 2 days off. So I would work 5 days and have 6 days and have 2 days. 5 days and have 2 days off. So I got like my break in between, like sometimes I even had my days off back to back, which I kind of liked and I didn't like, because like when I had them back to back, I kind of was like, oh, like I don't want to go back to work, So I finally ended up getting out there. She still had to check my haircuts, whatever. So, but as far as like scheduling, it was kind of the same, like nothing was changing. I was still working. But there was a situation that had happened with one of the girls that she's no longer there. She's on leave, is what they consider it. So when she left, I kind of started noticing she was giving me even more hours. So I was still working like 5 days and having 2 days off, but they were like longer shifts. All of my shifts right now are 8 hours, all of them. And so when I started noticing that she was giving me extra shifts, I already obviously knew that it was because the girl had left. So I was like, okay, I don't mind like more money in my pocket, and so I didn't like say anything. So, and then I want to say it got to a point where she had asked me, do you want to work 6 days a week for this 1 week only? And I said, yeah, like, why not? So I was working 6 days and I had only 1 day off. So I was like, okay, like, cool. Like, again, more money in my pocket. I wasn't mad. And then I started noticing that with my schedules, like, because she has those schedules done 2 weeks, like, in advance. And I started noticing that a lot of, like, it would be, like, 6 days and then have 5 days and then 6 days. So I started noticing that she wasn't really asking me if I wanted to work 6 days and have only 1 day off. I just noticed that she was kind of giving me my schedule. And I'm not honest, it's weird, but I'm not one to, like, go and, like, complain. So I kind of just left it at that. But I would come home and I would tell, like, my mom or my fiance or my sister, I'm like, hey, like, can she do that? Like, can she schedule me 6 days again without asking me? Like, she asked me for 1 week and I said yes. And then from then on, she kind of started doing it on her own. And then both, like, my sister and I told my family and stuff, and they told me, they're like, well, once you say yeah, like, to managers, it's kind of like, okay, well, you said yes, so I would expect for you to say yes, or I would assume that you were to say yes if I were to ask you again, which I wouldn't have a problem, but ask me. So I was like, like, why is she doing that, And again, I wasn't one to go and say, like, hey, why are you scheduling me 6 days again, like, when you asked me for only 1 week? So I kind of just left it at that. But she started doing it consistently. And still to this started maybe, what are we in? We're in April. Maybe like in February, kind of, I want to say, is when I started kind of working the 6 days. So since February, I've been working 6 days. And again, I didn't have a problem. I was like, when I started to see my paychecks, I was like, okay, you know what? Like, I shouldn't complain because I'm getting hella money, like, whatever. And on top of my tips. So I was like, okay, whatever, like, I'm just gonna leave it at that. So, and the only reason why I'm explaining all of this is to kind of to give you a backstory, not just jump into it and you guys be like, what are you talking about? So after that had happened, I was getting irritated because it's tiring. If you guys are hairstylists or if you guys do anything in the industry that you guys are standing on your feet all day, so it gets tiring, standing on your feet for 8 hours or 8+ hours, because I don't ever get off at the exact time that I'm scheduled. I always have to go over because, I mean, we work with people. And then she had asked me for another week. She goes, hey, do you want to work 6 days a week for the week of the 6th in April? I was like, okay, cool. And then again, the next week after that, the next week after that. And I would tell the girls, like, hey, like, why is she doing that? And then, like, obviously because they've been there, I think they were kind of used to it. Because they would tell me, like, oh, you know, like, it's like that or whatever. And then I'm like, okay. Or, like, there was this one girl in particular. She's like, well, that's how it is. Like, saying, like, oh well, like, if they did it, I have to do it. I'm like, okay. Like, I wasn't, and, like, this whole, like, job, it was so new to me because with my old job at JCPenney, I was not used to doing so many damn haircuts in a day. Like, the most haircuts that I've done in a day being at this job is 28 haircuts. Like, you guys can only imagine how tiring that is. 28 haircuts in a day. On a slow day, I'll do 15 or 20. That's on a slow day. So after that, I kind of didn't, I still didn't say anything. And then it got to a point where I had seen my schedule one time and she had asked me, okay, there was a competition that was going on. And she said, whoever sells the most product gets a Sunday off. Because another thing is I don't get weekends off. I work every single weekend unless I have it off. Since I've started working there, which is like the end of November, beginning December, I've had maybe like 1 Saturday, 2 Saturdays, and like 2 Sundays off. And that's it. So I work every single weekend. So the competition was whoever can sell the most product gets a Sunday off. So I was like, bet, like, you know, I'm going to sell product, da-da-da. I told my mom to go in, I told my cousin to go in, I told my friend to go in, and I ended up winning. So I was like, okay, cool. But before this had happened, prior to this, she had asked me, do you want to work 6 days a week again? And I was like, yes. I feel weird saying no. Like, am I the only one? So I felt weird saying no, so I was like, yeah. So when she did the schedule, again, I didn't know that I was going to win. Again, when she asked me if I wanted to work 6 days, this was prior. So when I ended up finding out I won, I was like, oh, heck yeah, you know. And then when she put the schedule up, like I said, she had the schedule done 2 weeks in advance. So when I seen that she had done the schedule, I seen that the 6 days and my having 1 day off was Sunday. So keep in mind, I don't have the weekends off. Only that Sunday because I won. So keep in mind, I had to work Saturday. I have Sunday off. I have to work all the way because the way that they do like their pay period is from Saturday to Friday. So that's how it is like on our schedule. So keep in mind, I work Saturday. I had Sunday off. I had to wait all the way till Friday. Again, I work weekends. So you can only imagine till when I had my next day off. So when I seen that I had won and that was technically considered my day off, I was like, are you serious? Like, and I already knew, keep it in mind in my head, like, I don't have weekends off. I can only imagine when my next day off is going to be. So she finally ended up putting up the schedule for the next weekend after that. I didn't have my day off until Wednesday. So keep in mind, was it Wednesday? So I had to work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So yeah, I had it off Tuesday. So 8 days in a row I was working straight. 8 days straight I was working, standing on my feet for 8+ hours. So with all that being said, that is why I have not felt, and I'm going to be honest, I haven't wanted to sit down and record because when I get ready for work, I don't get up late, but I don't get up at a good time for me too. Hey guys, like in a great ass mood, you know, because I'm so tired. And in the beginning, like when I had started working there, like everybody was like what's so tiring about cutting hair? Like, I want to see you guys stand on your feet for 8+ hours and do what I do. Like, no. And all the people that talk shit or that say this and that are sitting down at a desk in a chair, not doing anything, not standing on their feet. So I don't want to hear none of that. So and then my mom started noticing that I was getting tired and I was working weekends. When they would go out to breakfast with my fiance, I would have to go to work. Like, it fucking sucks. Sorry for my language, but it sucks. And so that, honestly, that's the reason why I hadn't been that's why I hadn't been recording, you know, because it gets so tiring, especially that week that I worked 8 days. It was so draining. And like I told my coworkers, it's not even that that much physically tired, it's mentally tiring for me. Like, it's so tiring. Sorry, I'm gonna do my mascara. But and then another thing is at that job, you can only work like mainly 2 to 3 shifts. So the first shift is 9 to 5, no matter what day you work, either 9 to 5 or 1 to 9. And I think what she's been doing now is because we just hired a new stylist. She's been kind of giving like short shifts, so it's been like 9 to 3 or 3 to 9. But before, when I was there and before the new girl started, it was always 9 to 5 or 1 to 9. And then there'll be like, it once in a blue moon, there'll be a mid shift, which would be from like 11:30 to 7:30. So there's kind of like no in between for you to get out early. And then like, even when you do ask to get out early, it's either yes or no, like flat out, like, because you never know how busy it's going to get when you work, like, not even in a salon, but you don't know how busy it's going to get. So she really can't tell you, yes, you can leave early. No, you can't leave early. Like, she has to go based off of, if it's busy, you have to stay. If it's slow, around that time that you want to leave, you can leave. Yeah, like, it's really just tiring, and that's honestly why, and I felt really, really bad, and I feel bad that I haven't been able to upload, because I literally just posted a video, and then I was like, okay, that's it, like, no update, no nothing. But I'm finally sitting down, because I finally had the energy to sit down, because I think this week, actually, I had only 1 day off, too. I think next week, I have 2 days off, so I'm going to try my best to record 2 videos in those 2 days, but and then again, too, I get kind of, like, bummed out, because I feel like I run out of, like, video ideas, and I don't know if that happens to everybody, but I don't want to be putting out the same content over and over. That's why I always ask you guys, like, if you guys have any video suggestions of what I should record, please let me know. But yeah, that's, like, the main reason. All that backstory was to kind of let you guys know why, like, I hadn't been so active, and why I haven't been uploading, just because I've been working so much. And like I said, I'm going to be honest, I don't have, like, the energy to sit down. So like I said, I don't have the energy to be, like, sitting down and recording when I'm getting ready for work. And if I'm being honest, there'll be times where I do get ready for work, and there'll be times where I don't. Especially when I go in at 9 o'clock, there's most of the time I don't get ready, like eyelashes and stuff. There'll be a few times where I do, like, if I go to sleep early the next day, then I won't wake up as tired the next day. So, like, in those kind of days, I do, like, put eyelashes. I do, like, my full face like I am right now. But for the most part, I don't use eyelashes. So I'm like, I'm not going to just record a boring-ass look and post it, you know. Like, I actually want to post something that you guys are going to enjoy watching. And that's why today I had my day off, and I was like, okay, I know I want to do my makeup. I'm going to go out. And that's kind of why I decided to sit down, and I don't feel as tired, you know, because I went to sleep. And then, like, it doesn't help that sometimes, like, I get home, like, yesterday. What was yesterday? Yesterday was Wednesday. Yesterday I did 9 to 5. I got home, we went to eat with my parents, and then I went to my aunt's house. We didn't come back till, like, 8 o'clock, almost 9. But I don't get tired. I'm more of a night person. Like, I feel like I'm super awake at night rather than the morning. So I go to sleep super late. Like, I'll be going to sleep, like, at 12, almost 1 o'clock, and waking up at 9 o'clock the next day. Which I know to you guys, it's like, that's plenty of, like, sleep. But to me, it's not, you know? And, because I love sleep, okay? I love my sleep. I can sleep all day if it was up to me. And, so in those kind of situations, I don't wake up and, like, hey, yeah, let's do a full face of makeup. Like, no, that's not the case at all. And I just get so tired, you know, and I'm not gonna, like, want to record a video where I'm like, hi guys, like, I'm just waking up, like, okay, we're gonna, like, no. I want to have energy. I want to make you guys feel like I actually want to do this, you know, which is today. I was in a good mood. I was like, okay, I'm gonna go eat Chick-fil-A with my friend. So I was like, I have to sit down and record for you guys and let you guys know why I freaking went MIA, or whatever you want to call it. But yeah, that's kind of, like, the main reason of why I haven't uploaded. Is just I've been working so much. And I mean, I don't want to complain, because, you know, I'm really grateful to have this job and to be making the money that I do make. So I don't want to really complain, but it does get tiring. If you guys are hairstylists, or you guys are hairdressers, whatever, you guys know how tiring it is to be on your feet. And I know there's stylists out there that are on their feet 10 plus hours, 12 plus hours, you know. So me, I'm like a baby, whatever, but I'm not used to it. I think that's why I'm so tired. Like, my hands started hurting. My hands get numb. Like, my body, it just hurts. Like, and I've never been one to, oh, I'm so stressed out. But I started noticing, like, my chest would hurt. My arms would hurt. And I would tell my mom, like, why is this happening? She goes, you're stressed, like, because you've been working so much. So that's kind of been that's the little backstory on why I haven't really uploaded. And I feel super, super bad. Like, I look at my YouTube channel, I see that I've been getting, like, subscribers. And I'm like, oh my god, like, you guys are so sweet. You guys are subscribing to my channel. And I haven't posted in a month. Like, literally, it's been maybe more than a month now. But I am back. Hopefully, I will get, I'll get videos up sooner for you guys, because I just hate not uploading, you know? Kind of sucks. So, that's mainly it with my face makeup. Sorry, guys, my camera had, like, overheated, but I used the Morphe lip liner in Sweetheart, and then I paired it with the Smashbox Always On Liquid Lipstick in Got a Light, and then in the center, I put MAC lipstick in The Right Note. But, yeah, now to finish everything off, just gonna set my face. So, yeah, while I am fanning off my face, that's pretty much it for this entire video. Like I said, I did want to do a quick little update of why I haven't been uploading, but I'm going to try my hardest to kind of get back to, like, my schedule. I didn't have, like, a set schedule when I was uploading, but get a little bit better than where I was. But yeah, this is the look that we did today. And like I said in the beginning, I didn't really go into the makeup. It was more of a not even get ready with me. It was more like of a quick update and just me telling you guys what's been going on. My next video, I do want to do an updated face routine, because if you guys seen some things have changed. Products have changed big time. But I'm waiting for something to come in the mail, like a translucent powder that I ordered. But I don't think it's going to get here by next week. Like I said, next week I do have 2 days off. But I will still do an updated foundation routine with what I did today, because it's kind of similar. The only thing that changed is using translucent powder instead of, like, setting powder for my under eye, I should say. But for the most part, that was pretty much it. If you guys really did enjoy this video, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you guys aren't already. I really hope you guys forgive me for not uploading, and I feel really, really bad. Like, I was even thinking to myself, like, damn, like, I haven't uploaded, like, who am I? But yeah, I really hope you guys understand of why I hadn't been uploading. Again, I'm going to try my hardest to try and continue to upload. But yeah, that was pretty much it for this entire video. Again, if you guys have any future video suggestions, please feel free to leave me them down in the comments below. I really want to come up with new ideas or new fun things to record, whether it's challenges, whether it's whatever. Just feel free to let me know, and I would be more than happy to do that for you guys. But yeah, this was pretty much it. I really hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys on the next one.